Hola, esta semana vamos a estar aprendiendo cómo leer y aprender sobre las gráficas, ¿ok? Pero como matemáticas se enseña en inglés, voy a empezar a hablarlo en inglés, ¿ok? So this week we're going to be learning about graphs, and I have created an example for you so that you could get a better understanding of the words that I will be talking about today. So this right here is a graph. I created this graph based off of the items that I had in this picture, okay? So I saw here that I have orange circles, green triangles, and blue squares. So that's what I drew down here, okay? Because those are the items that I have. This is my graph. I wrote numbers up to 10 because I want to compare which one has more and which one has less, okay? So those are very important words that you're going to be hearing when you're reading and comparing the data or the information that is in graphs, okay? So data is the information that you're going to be putting in a graph. A graph is something that you draw in order to compare or interpret the data that you have, okay? So after doing my graph, I started drawing out the items that I had. So I counted up how many orange circles I have. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I drew a bar graph. This is a bar graph so that I could compare how many items of each I had, okay? So here I drew that I had 5 orange circles, okay? And I made sure to use different colors for each item so that I wouldn't confuse them. Then next, I was going to count how many triangles I had. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 8 green triangles. So I drew that I had 8 green triangles. Then I counted up my blue squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I drew that I have 7 squares. I made sure to draw my bar as tall as I saw 7, only 7. So when I look at this graph, I see that I have less circles than I have triangles or squares. So I have fewer circles. Then I notice that I have more or the greater number of triangles, okay? So triangles, the number of triangles is greater than the number of circles or squares. Then I see that I have more more squares than I have circles, right? Because I have a few more squares than I had circles. I see that I have fewer circles than I have of triangles or squares. And I notice that the squares is in between both the circles and the triangles. So you can use a bar graph or any sort of graph to compare the information that you have and organize it. Because if I look at this picture of shapes, I just see a lot of stuff, right? A lot of items, a lot of shapes. But if I organize it, I can see how many of each I have. And it's better to read it and it's better to understand it. So I want you to understand that this week you'll be learning how to read the information in graphs and how to organize it in graphs so that you can better understand it.